Unlike the usual signs female pigs show when they are on heat or ready to be mated, like the reddish pink vulva we see, the swollen vulva, the making of unnecessary noise, and mounting other pigs that are close to her, and refusing to feed, climbing her female counterpart and discharging white fluid from her backside. This particular sow you are seeing has taken it to a whole new level that if you don't observe her behavior critically, you will miss the heat period in her almost all the time. When on heat, her whole body look pink, starting from the ears, the skin, and the snout all look pink. Her genital hangs out separately from her body. She urinates frequently and sleeps in the urine. She loves to also taste her own urine. Also, she tries to cross the walls into the other rooms and also scratches her body against the wall very hard that she loses some bristles or hair on her skin. So at this point, you need to be very vigilant with your pigs. It's not all of them that show the usual signs you already know, especially the pink looking vulva you always expect from our pigs before we cross them. With this sow, all I need to take action is to see a slight increase in her vulva, and the rest depends on the behaviors I mentioned earlier, such as her entire body looking pink and she feeling uncomfortable by urinating and also tasting the urine at the same time, as well as trying to cross the walls into the rooms of the other pigs, and also seeing her genital hanging out of her body. Like you can see the genital come out completely out of her body like that. Okay, such that you can even hold the genital or the vulva alone. So these are the signs that I see, and anytime I see something like that and I release her to the ball faster, the crossing is done and she serves it quickly. So having observed this in this sow, I got to realize that she was ready for mating. So you know what I did? I tried to see if inbreeding is actually a bad thing. So this time around, I intentionally and for the first time, I'm practicing inbreeding directly on the farm by allowing a son mate with a mother. That is, the sow is a mother to the boar I used to mate the mother. Sometimes it happens out of accident or not knowing simply because most farms have no reliable ways of identifying their pigs to know that these groups of pigs belong to this sow and that bull. And that is why most inbreeding occurs on the farm that people don't even take note of. So this is where ear tags will help you in case you don't want to practice inbreeding. Ear tags are very, very useful that when you get them, you'll be able to identify the pigs very easily. So in my case, I don't keep more sows, so identification is easier for me. Besides, I do empty the entire litter from a particular sow at a time. But in this video, I intentionally allowed inbreeding to see the outcome. Will the piglets die? Will there be any miscarriages? Will the piglets look weak and less healthy? Will their growth rate be slower than normal? Like I said, I did it with an intention to experiment for the outcome so I can share with you. Note that none of the resulting piglets from this experiment will be used for breeding or future production purposes. I will only raise them for meat irrespective of whether they have desirable traits or not. I intentionally practiced this inbreeding because a farmer once contacted me asking if I could get any medicine that could cause abortion in her pigs because he was told that he wouldn't be happy to see the outcome. So he needed the medicines to cause abortion in the pigs so as not to see this unfortunate thing coming. The boy I use here is the direct son of the sow, like I said. In fact, he is among the first piglets this sow followed months ago. So the sow was serviced on the 11th and on the 12th of April 2024. So let's meet in the next video for the outcome. Subscribe now to follow the experiment. Also take note of the date. I serviced her on the 11th and also repeated it on the 12th of April 2024.